What up YouTube, J-Dub here, and so I've got a weird one for you guys today. I'm not going to go over the whole shebang right now of what's taking place, but oh man, there's a story here. But it is like noon on Thursday, and just know me and my wife are leaving out on a flight in about 3 hours. Well, the flight's not till 6, but we are going to be leaving out to go get her a new car. Okay, I'm not going to reveal what the new car is quite yet, but I'll give you the story a little bit, maybe tomorrow, you know, when we're there tomorrow morning. But we're still crossing T's and dotting I's, so just stay tuned with me, and here we go. Getting something to eat. We're getting ready to board.
I know. Bye-bye.
Getting ready to board.
Hey?
Yeah, I did. The flight is delayed for a few minutes. This is my new friend Samantha, though. She's giving me the lowdown on what it's like to fly in 2022, because I haven't flown in like literally 10 years, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so we made it where we're going, and it is late, alright? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's actually like 1:30. There were some delays, but we made it. So tomorrow, we're gonna pick this up, alright? Like I said, would have done some more filming, but unfortunately, people get a little weird on planes and shit, so I didn't do a whole lot. But alright, good morning guys. So we got in super late last night, and we are at the hotel. We're waiting on the sales guy that we've been working with for the car to come pick us up. It's going to be in a couple hours, so I guess it's time to finally reveal we are in Portland, Oregon. Oh, it's going to be a very, very funny story when we actually get the car. I'm going to show you guys what the car is, and basically we're going to tell you the story on what went down, why this decision was made, and everything else. But like I said, we're going to get to the car here in a little bit. We still got a little bit of a ride to get back to the dealership from Portland, Oregon, to where this place is at. So,
Good.
all right, guys. All right, we're on our way to go grab the new car. So we haven't told them what it is yet. So we're gonna
do
reveal
the
till we get
the
there.
dealership.
All right. So Reed was nice enough to come and pick us up.
I am honored. It's an honorable endeavor.
I know. All right.
That doesn't mean I'm smart, by the way. It just means I had nothing to do. And someone found me for something. In fact, if they only knew my personal education, they'd never hire me. That's that particular ship there goes all the way up the Columbia River, and they have like dinner tours on it and stuff. It's kind of neat.
Oh, that's neat.
I went on one of my first dates with my wife. I had a big boat. And you'll hear about it while we're waiting for paperwork, though, 'cause that's the slowest process in all of car buying. And then it's long here, and it's long in Ohio, and it's long in Pennsylvania. It doesn't matter where you are. They just have you sign
We
all
couldn't
this
live
stuff.
here.
What'd you say?
We couldn't live here.
Why is that?
Because I can't handle all these.
Space Museum.
Okay.
The building in the middle is a IMAX movie theater. I'm not sure if I have the right order there, but I think so. This is the main one. You're looking at the Spruce Goose.
Oh, it's right. It's inside the building.
Nose to this road.
That's nuts. I did not realize. I would have thought they would have. It would be outside the building.
The building was built around it.
Wow.
Oh my
Basically.
God.
That is so cool. Spruce Goose.
Blue Angels.
Yeah,
Love
some Blue
watching
Angels.
those guys. They seem so modern then. That doesn't look that modern right now.
Wow,
We
that is
have
so
a
cool.
Missile Titan fuselage that'll take you by too. That they're just restoring.
Oh, nice.
I know this place like the back of my hand.
I love aviation, so this stuff, you know, gets me off.
This is Dell's. I think it's Dell's son of bronze of him. The whole place was named
The one with the blue on it?
NASA. Yeah, it's theirs. That's what they
Oh, wow.
come back. They get on that. Go to. They'd get on that. I don't know what that jet is there. Actually,
Derek would know.
yeah, it's not a MiG.
That's cool.
And then this is a rocket, literally.
Yeah.
And then there's a Phantom. This is what they used a lot of in the Vietnam War. My neighbor sold the used ones of these to the Taiwan Air Force.
Nice.
Yes, Taiwan. And then I ended up being his neighbor. I've been to Taiwan a couple hundred times. I was arrested there. Not because I was doing anything wrong, but I was a passenger on a plane that they shut down when we landed and took everyone on board and put them in, took us all hostage.
Be prepared. Ah, that's funny.
And then we have a wedding chapel over here if you want to get married. The building right over here is a wedding chapel. The Evergreen Wedding Chapel. Troop carrier for Vietnam era. DC-3, I think that is. I don't really remember. And we're getting close to the end. I'm going to go around the back side so you can see the other side as well. And then we'll stop in front of the building.
Okay.
Or if you want to go in and not be admitted, go through the first doors and can be inside and take a picture of it for no charge. This is what my father-in-law flew with a gunner in the back.
Oh, nice.
So,
A little stubby.
you know, not very modern comparatively, but he could get in and out.
Oh, is this the one you were talking that has the water slides and stuff in it?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
You go in one side and you come out the other, and then you go in another tube and it takes you up to the top, and then you go through another tube.
That's nuts. All right, guys. So, like I said, the sales guy was super cool about giving us a little bit of a tour of the area and everything, which is kind of neat. But we have arrived at the dealership. Now, this is a used car, but this is what we got. 2021 Dodge Durango GT Plus all-wheel drive.
Blacktop edition.
Blacktop edition with the Hellcat hood, and it is loaded. It is practically brand new. It's a super nice car, guys. Yeah, this thing is very nice. It is damn well loaded. It's practically brand new on the inside. It's got a towing package on it. Very interesting. It's got factory RT stripes, which I've never seen on a GT, which is interesting, but it's on the Maroni. What do you think, babe?
Looks good, babe. It's so pretty.
Yes, very nice. Story of this whole ordeal to come while we're driving back. That's right. We are driving back from Oregon in this car. Like I said, I've got a little camera setup that I'm gonna have in the car while we're driving, and I'll go over the whole story on how this came to be and why it had to happen the way it happened and everything. But that is what's going on, guys. So stay tuned for the story. All right, y'all. So we just got done with the purchasing of this new 2021 Dodge Durango. My wife is driving her new car, and she's very happy with it. And like I said, I'm going to tell you guys the story and everything when I get my camera mount up on the dash and everything, and I'm driving and we're going down the road a little bit because there's definitely a story there. But we got the car. Everything went about as smooth as, you know, I would say barbed wire, because God knows that nothing can be easy. So, but I can go over all that stuff, like I said, when we're actually doing it. But one cool thing, I showed you guys earlier, Reed, our sales guy from Armstrong Subaru and Chevy, showed us the Hercules. That is the Spruce Goose, Howard Hughes' plane. I've wanted to see this plane for freaking ever. Had no idea that it was here. So we are definitely stopping by the museum, and we are going to take a closer look at this plane so I can get some pictures and stuff, because that is freaking cool. So like I said, stay tuned for the story, and we're going to take some cool video in the museum and stuff. There it is. The Spruce Goose, the Hercules. Beautiful. So freaking massive. All right, guys, so we are on our way. We're actually driving through Oregon right now. We're getting ready to pick up I-82 to head up into Washington to cut across. I think it's Route 395, and then we pick up 90 in Idaho, and then we go into Montana. So, all right, you guys saw what we got. It's a 2021 Dodge Durango GT Plus, reactor blue, RT stripes. I mean, this thing's fully decked. I love this car. Mickey is super stoked about it. I'm really happy for her. So the story goes like this. So we had the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, Mickey hit a deer, and it was a big deer, and it basically just clobbered the front end of the car. We had to call insurance. Insurance has to take it to a body shop. Where it did up right at almost just a shade under $11,000 worth of damage. Completely totaled out the car. So we're like, of course, it had to be in a situation in this country where cars are just not in super high supply right now. And so we're like, well, we'll just have to do what we can do with it. And I'll give credit where credit's due. Our insurance company gave us a pretty fair price on the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Like, I really thought they were going to try to stiff us, but they really didn't. I agreed with their assessment of what it was worth, and we were able to make that happen, and I was super happy about that. But the problem came in was trying to find a car, and we could have went and we could have bought, like, okay, this is a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee, it's got 120,000 miles on it, and, you know, whatever. But the problem came in, Mickey was trying to pay off the Grand Cherokee in order to be able to buy a Durango. And we really just, it didn't make sense for us to, like, just go buy something, like, super overpriced. Like, what people are asking for cars right now is absolutely ludicrous, and you can use the whole supply and demand crap as much as you want. The fact of the matter is, the people that are buying these cars at these prices, when the used car market comes down, eventually it's going to leave a lot of people in a really tight position. But that's neither here nor there. So basically, we started looking outside of our area, and there's just not a lot out there. There's just not a lot of cars. Like, there's cars out there, but if there's anything specific you want on a vehicle, you're gonna have to hunt for one. So we looked and looked and looked, and we found, I put about 5 or 6 feelers out at different dealerships around the country. 3 of the vehicles got sold before I could even talk to somebody, like, legitimate about it. And another one, dealers were really trying to gouge us with a bunch of crap that we didn't want on the car, and just a bunch of stupid dealer fees that, I'm sorry, I'm just not paying it. You're already getting a fair price for the car. I'm not gonna dock, and I'm not gonna put an additional $3-4 grand in pure profit on there for you. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. And we got to the point where we were just looking for a fair deal for what we were getting. So most of the dealerships around here were selling cars with 20-30,000 miles for $7,000-8,000 more than what they were really worth. And unfortunately, I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it because it's just not worth it. And we were starting to get a little bummed out because Mickey really wanted a reactor blue 2021 Dodge Durango all-wheel drive. Like, that's what she'd been looking for, you know. So we finally found this one. It just happened to be in Oregon, I was like, well, you know, I guess I'll call them and see what they have to say. And they were very straightforward about it. No added crazy dealer fees, no crap that just, it was a fair deal for the vehicle. It was actually being sold about $1,500 under like what most estimates would be for what the options were. And this thing is fully decked, guys. We'll do a full tour of it at a later date, at a later time. But it was just a really, really good deal. It had less than freaking 4,000 miles on it, so it's practically a brand new car. And we were getting it for a fair price. So we did the math. What it was going to cost for us to fly out to Oregon and drive the car back versus like going to somewhere within 100 miles of us and paying for a subpar car at an overpriced rate with a bunch of dealer fees tacked onto it. And this actually came out cheaper. So that is why we decided to literally fly to Portland, Oregon and buy this car and bring it and drive it home. We decided, you know what, we'll take the 3 days it's going to take us to drive home as a kind of a break for us. Just we'll be together, just us, you know. Kid will be at my dad's and her mom's and whatnot. And you know, that's kind of where we went with it. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, we're almost out of Oregon and into Washington, going up into Montana, and it's been a beautiful drive. The weather's been really good. There was a snowstorm that just rolled through like Montana and North Dakota and all that got pelted with snow. So it'll be interesting to see. When we get up there if we're gonna have to like divert our route south to avoid like road closures or something. But as of right now, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have to. According to Google Maps and everything, it looks pretty clear and all that. So that is the story of why we did this whole going to Oregon to buy this Durango. We're probably in the 3rd or 4th hour of ownership of this car, and I don't think me nor Mickey have any regrets thus far. This car rides beautifully. Like I said, I'll probably do a full review on it at a later time. But basically, I'm just going to kind of vlog our trip. Now, I didn't get much of Oregon just because Portland was crazy with traffic and stuff, and I just couldn't get my stuff to film. I was focusing on driving. And so, but we'll definitely try to get some filming in the next couple of days. So I don't think I'm going to do a day 1, day 2, day 3 kind of a situation, because you might see something cool on day 1, not a whole lot on day 2, and blah, blah, blah on day 3. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a part 1, and if I have to, a part 2 that shows, you know, kind of the whole trip or whatever. But like I said, we're really excited about it. I'm really happy with it. So we'll see what happens when I log off for the day on this. This will basically be the part 1 of this vlog. So we'll see where we end up tonight. I don't know. I'm going to try to drive as far as I can tonight, get as many miles under our butts as possible before we actually stop, because tomorrow I'd like to get at least like 1,100 miles under us if we can. So like I said, we'll see what happens. All right, good morning. We are on day 2 of this little trip. We ended up staying in a little town called Post Falls, Idaho. Wanted to get off the west coast last night. We got in there pretty good hour, about 10 o'clock-ish Pacific time. So now we are going through a mountain pass in Idaho. And yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. The sun's coming up over the mountains, and hopefully, once again, we're not hitting any weather. Hopefully, most of any weather they had has been cleared at this point. We'll find out. We'll alter the route if we have to. But yeah, pretty good morning. It is very cold, 26 degrees. This car, though, heated seats are amazing. Just saying. Vicky decided she wanted to drive her car for a little while. So she's actually driving through Montana. Hopefully we'll get to Mount Rushmore tonight. That's what we're working on. Right, babe?
Right.
Alright, so we finally made it to Mount Rushmore. Holy crap. This is like, I knew it was up in the Black Hills, but this is like insanely hidden up in the Black Hills. So, we'll see it. There it is. Okay. Alright, so that's one thing off the bucket list. I finally got to see Mount Rushmore in person. That is super cool. That is freaking cool. Alright guys, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but this is basically going to be my part one of this whole endeavor. Tomorrow is going to be basically just going home, so I don't know. I don't know how much more I'm going to film or what we're going to do. Who knows? But one thing we are doing, we're staying pretty close to the Badlands tonight in a town called Wall, South Dakota. But I have to say, this is a cool little town. Check this out. Like, the downtown is pretty freaking cool. And we just happen to be at the Badlands Saloon and Grill. It was the only place open, and we are starving. So, yeah, like... Anyway, guys, so I hope you liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up below. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or just want to say hey, whatever. Like I said, I plan on doing more filming with this car, and I'm going to do like a full review of it and everything. So, yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching. You guys know I'm trying to add more videos when I think of them, and I want to keep the channel growing. So... please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. And until next video.